Yo, I'm the dude in the kitchen scrubbing all these things. Got my mind on the hustle, pouring out my veins. Talk a little trash, see where the night goes.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Dude Does Dishes. I'm back. I was in Cuba for a little bit, as you guys know. Had a great time. Got a bit of a tan. I don't know if there's any tan lines or not, or if you guys can even tell I'm tan. I don't know. It's probably worn off by now. I've been back for a week. Check this out. Got myself a drying rack so I don't have to run the water for the whole episode. Unfortunately, I do not have a plug for my other sink. So I'm going to try this out. Just give a little when I'm going to rinse the dish. And hopefully that works out. Did you guys miss me? I missed you guys. I hope you guys have been good. You guys ready to get started? I'm ready to get started. Because I also need to make some dinner. I haven't even had dinner yet. We got to start out with some international days. Did I mention this is episode 43? Working our way up to 50. Could have been at 50 now, but not yet. Anyway. On with the international days. So, as you guys know, we just had Easter weekend. Hope you guys all had a great Easter, spent some time with your family. Speaking of Easter, we get candy for Easter, right? You get the chocolate bunnies and whatnot. Well, another candy popular on Easter is Jellybeans. You know what today is? International Jellybean Day. Who would have thought that a jelly bean would have a day? You guys like jelly beans? I myself, I'm not a fan of jelly beans.
Pop a couple of those in your mouth.
They just, I don't know. They get stuck in your teeth. It's just not a big fan of jelly beans. And then, you know, that. The blat was because of, was it Jelly Belly? I played one game one time where what is it? I can't remember what it's called, but it's like a mystery game where you pick a jelly bean and it could be good or it could be gross.
Strawberry banana smoothie or dead fish, buttered popcorn or rotten egg.
And they have like the vomit flavor and all that. Yeah. Not for me. Not a fan of jelly beans.
Pop a couple of those in your mouth.
Yeah, so it's International Jelly Bean Day. But let's get on to something a little more interesting. It is also, sorry, the water is running very, not a lot of water running, but I have to run a little bit while I do the utensils here. Yeah, it's also National Narwhal Day. You guys know what narwhals are? Narwhals are the unicorn of the sea. Have you seen them? Take a look right there. Boom. Narwhal. And that tusk coming out of the head, it is not actually a tusk. It's a tooth. Did you know that? I had no idea. It's actually a tooth. It has nerve endings and feelings, and it helps them navigate the water around them. That is so weird, right? A giant tooth sticking out of your head? I thought so. Well, little silent break there. Do not look at the water. Actually, I just noticed this kind of blocks the water running a little bit. If I didn't tell you, you guys wouldn't even know there was water running. It's very quiet. On to birthdays. I don't really have a lot of dishes. I do have a few. But yeah, it's birthday time. You know whose birthday it is? One birthday today is Betty Page. You guys know who Betty Page is. You guys know who Betty Page is. The original pinup girl. Betty Page was like, she was just like, I don't know. Have you guys seen the Betty Page documentary? Like how she grew up, all religious and everything, and then I can't remember the rest of the story, but she ended up in Hollywood doing the movies and stuff like that. Betty Page, she was actually, I think, the first Playboy Playmate, if I recall correctly, which is pretty cool. And it's also, yeah, National Pinup Day. I forgot about that. National Pinup Model Day. I'm not going to put up any pictures of pinup models, but you guys know. I bet you if you got a garage, you probably got a pinup model calendar or something. So yeah, it's Betty Page's birthday. You know how old Betty Page would have been if she was still around? Betty Page would have been 102 years old today. Can you imagine? That would be like, what kind of stories would you have for your grandchildren or your great-grandchildren telling them you were like the original pinup, the very first Playboy Playmate? That'd be some weird stories for your grandkids or your great-grandkids. Yeah, so it's Betty Page's birthday. It is also Jack Nicholson's birthday. Had to look at my teleprompter for that one. Who doesn't love Jack Nicholson? His voice, just his persona. Jack Nicholson is amazing. I love Jack Nicholson. One of my favorite roles, like he's had so many roles, but one of my favorite roles was like when he played the Joker in the, was it the 1989 Batman with Michael Keaton?
Jack is dead, my friend. You can call me Joker.
That was one of my favorite roles. Like I love those, like that Batman movie in particular. It's probably my favorite. I haven't seen them all, but it's probably my favorite. What's your favorite Jack Nicholson movie? You got so many to choose from. Leave a comment below. Let me know, what is your Jack Nicholson movie, your go-to. Like I said, mine, it might not be the original Batman. There's just so many Jack Nicholson movies. And we have one more birthday today. Bam, right on to the next birthday, just like that. The next birthday, Daniel Johns. You guys are like, who's Daniel Johns? Daniel Johns is the singer from Silverchair. You guys remember Silverchair from the 90s? Those kids? Those kids. Daniel Johns is 46, which is pretty crazy because I remember them in the 90s and they were just like kids. What's that song they sing? So yeah, Daniel Johns, the singer from Silverchair, 46 years old. It's crazy. Where does the time go? Where does the time go? Oh. Give me a second here. Gotta let the water out. Water is done. Dishes are done. There's one thing we forgot. That's right. Dude drops facts. It's been a little bit. Got some facts for you. I think I got like 2 facts, maybe. Do I? I already said one of the facts. Oh my god, I ruined it. One of the facts was the narwhal's tusk is actually a tooth. I was supposed to save that for Dude Drops Facts. Second fact, which is now actually the first fact, is in the 1910s, if somebody called you a jellybean, that meant, I've got to get my teleprompter. That did not mean I had to get my teleprompter. If someone called you a jellybean in the 1910s, it meant you were dressed stylish to attract the opposite sex. But you lacked depth beyond appearance. I really need to remember my script a little bit more. Shall I do that again? The one fact that I have, because I already gave you the narwhal fact, is that in the 1910s, if somebody called you a jellybean, it meant that you dressed stylish to attract the opposite sex. But it also meant that you lacked depth beyond your appearance. So, if somebody calls you a jellybean, that means you lack depth beyond your appearance. That is a fact. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I'm happy to be back. Glad you guys could join. Leave a comment below. I'd like to see what you got to say about the birthdays, about the facts, and about the international days. So I think with that, Dude Does Dishes is done. I will see you in the next episode. I am out. Ciao.
Yo, I'm the dude in the kitchen scrubbing all these things. Got my mind on the hustle, pouring out my veins. Talk a little trash, see where the night goes. From the pops to the rhymes, everybody knows.